Hello world, Qapla, it's Birdo Prey 5. I said that out of order. Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, featuring Sassy. It's National Beagle Day. Happy National Beagle Day, Sassy. Good girl. It's also Earth Day, so happy Earth Day to the planet, I guess. I mean, it seems like you got a good Earth Day. I mean, so much less pollution, lots of clean air and fresh water. I think it's probably the best Earth Day in 50 years for the planet. Worst Earth Day in 50 years for us. But it's one or the other. You can't have both. Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat. Thank you, Joseph. Says, sing Rambling Canuck happy birthday, please. I will. Is Rambling Canuck in the stream, though? Is Rambling Canuck here? Joseph Patrick Early said he's with the Continuum waiting for the stream. And at 5:09 p.m., Rambling Canuck says, hello, Birdo Prey 5 and all. Qapla, Rambling Canuck. Happy birthday to you, Rambling Canuck. Are you actually in the stream? Commander Shran is toasting to Rambling Canuck. I know it's not Crown Royal, but hey, it's Andorian Ale. Joseph says happy birthday to Rambling, my Canadian friend. And 47 Yorktown says hello and happy birthday to Rambling Canuck from a fellow Canadian. And I told everybody we were starting soon. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Thomas Potts says hi. And Rambling Canuck, there he is, says thank you all. So, for Rambling Canuck, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rambling Canuck. Happy birthday to you. I am Canadian. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, the Rambling Canuck. With lots of maple syrup. Happy birthday to you. God save the Queen. Happy birthday. Hopefully that was not another international incident. I was going to try and do it in French, but I still don't speak the Frenchie all that well. Sci-Fi Nation says happy birthday, old man, to Rambling Canuck. Captain Trax says happy birthday to Rambling Canuck. Joe Lau says good morning, Bird and chat. Good morning, Joe Lau. Good to see you. Dr. Scotty says, hello world, hello world, hello Dr. Scotty. Not Ryan Johnson says hello in Qapla. Thomas Potts says happy birthday to Rambling. Sci-Fi Nation says greetings, Berto Prey, Momo Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Sci-Fi Nation. Good to see you here. Joe Lau says morning to Sassy and Momo Prey. Dr. Scotty says hello to Sassy, since you made yourself known, Sassy. We got Yosef Super Chat, which I complied with. Sci-Fi Nation says Bird of Prey, Beagle Day and Beagle and Tree Day. Oh, Beagle Day and Tree Day on the same day makes sense. Dog and trees go hand in hand. That's pretty true. Not much for Sassy, but for most dogs, even most beagles, they love their good tree. Love to water the trees. Joe Lau says yo to Rambling Canuck and happy birthday, dude. And Rambling says I am here, just getting ready to go for getting ready for tonight. So away from keyboard. Not a problem, Rambling. Not a problem. Remember, guys, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, Rambling Canuck will be going live with his birthday evening stream. And I'm going to try to be there rambling, at least at the beginning for a bit. I'm not going to be able to go as late as I did on Anti-Tricker stream last night. That was a mistake. But I will try to be there to wish you the best on your own stream and see you take that initial little sip of celebratory Crown Royal apple. So, yes. Joe Lau says, hey to Safe Sci-Fi Nation. And Joe Lau says, he is here, meaning Rambling. Thank you. John DeMarco says, greetings, John DeMarco. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings to Joe Lau. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies erased his message, but welcome, Mr. Londell. Rambling Canuck says, thank you, now in French. Oui, va tu passer, ou tant bon tu veux. Oh, has le de Rambling Canuck, Qapla. No, that's Klingon. I don't know. It sounded French. Kind of. Okay, I was just making up sounds. Not Ryan Johnson says I have only one earpiece, so if I only lose 50% of my hearing. So I'll only lose 50% of my hearing. Well, that's small miracles, not Ryan Johnson. John DeMarco says happy birthday to Rambling. LDG.
Who's been holding up the damn elevator?
LDG Pixels. Wow. Okay, hold on. LDG Pixels says freedom to all, good afternoon to all. And Rock Solid Productions, my friend, with a $10 super chat, just got my tax return, being the good Obama socialist and spreading it around. Thank you, and for God's sake, hashtag Dear Bot. It is Wednesday, but I will see. We can do maybe a few Dear Bops after the episode of Deep Space Nine. For you, Rambling, Rock Solid, excuse me, since you asked nicely and with $10. But we usually don't do them on Wednesdays. We're certainly not going to do them all. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla, Mr. Londell. Joe Lau put in a heart with a cross in it. Is that like stay healthy? Good. Everybody should stay healthy. That's good advice. Not Ryan Johnson says, Rambling Canuck, happy birthday again. Robert Rose Jr. says, hello. Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, and Sassy. Also, thank you, Robert Rose Jr. Mando Merck says, hey, Birdo Prey, Qapla, Mando Merck. LDG says, cake is greater than Rambling Canuck. Wow. I would say it depends on the cake. Rambling is lolling and says, and Cinnabon says, hello, Cinnabon, Qapla, welcome to the rabbits. Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey, just add an at the end of each line, to the song. Yes, this is Canada, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Rambling Canuck, happy birthday to you, I think you got it, Sci-Fi Nation. That is how you say it in Canadian. Joseph Patrick says, rambling, are you sure that was French? I speak French, only about 50 words. No, it wasn't French. If it was French, then it's a miracle that I learned French, either in my sleep or from watching Alexander speak to Kat on Orville Nation's stream last evening, because I have not taken any lessons in French. And Jeff Franklin, I am sorry, Jeff Franklin, you appear to be sad. Talk with us. Talk with us. We are here. John DeMarco says hello to Jeff Franklin and Mike Richards. And Jeff Franklin is going to be on the stream on this Friday. So I will be doing Bed Life early on Friday, because at 5 p.m. on Friday, DJ Odyssey, Jeff Franklin, and some others, from what I've heard, are going to be doing a big Doctor Who debate on Orville Nation's channel. So I will have Bed Life over with before that stream starts this Friday. So and Jeff, you're going to be there from what I hear. So we're all looking forward to, I don't know if you're going to be on DJ's side or you're going to be going after DJ, but either way, we look forward to seeing you, or at least hearing you. No, nobody could go after DJ, right? I mean, although I think most of the people there are against DJ. So. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Just got the notification. Good to see everybody. That's only a couple minutes late. Jeff Franklin says hello to John DeMarco. And Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, set chat to live. I did, my friend. Thank you. And a reminder to everyone else to set chat to live. So today we are going to watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 3, Episode 4, Equilibrium, which is a very Dax-centric and Trill-centric episode. We learn a hell of a lot about Trills in this episode. If I remember right, we go to the Trill homeworld, and we're going to see the Trills in their natural habitat. And I believe we saw this same scene, or this what's supposed to be the Trill baths on Trill, in the Star Trek Discovery. No, I know. The Star Trek Discovery Season 3 trailer. So I think they returned to this place, and I don't think we've seen this place since this episode of Deep Space Nine. So it's going to be interesting to see if they build off of what happens here, because the Sisko and Bashir and the rest of the crew, they discover a terrible secret about the Trills that they've been hiding from everybody on their planet, and it's juicy. It's a juicy secret. It could overthrow all of Trill society, go to utter chaos. And they need to use that secret to get Jadzia, to make Jadzia well again. Because the Trills, they're just going to let her die. But I will not spoil it for you, and I will not tell you whether they actually succeed or not. We'll have to wait and watch it. So as always, guys, during the live stream, if you're watching this live, you can watch the episode with me in the BOP5 screening room. If you go to birdofprey5.com, you click on, you scroll down, you find the B as in bird, BOP5 screening room. You click on that link and you can be able to watch it. It'll start when I hit start and it'll stop when I hit stop. You just stay on that page. I take care of it. The problem is, if you have a mobile device, you might not be able to have two windows open because you also want to leave your YouTube window open. So if you don't have your own copy and you can't watch on the Bird of Prey 5 screening room, then in the bottom right corner of the window, you will see screenshots every few seconds. Yeah, every few seconds. There you can see. You can see the station is about to. There you go. Okay. So you'll see screenshots every few seconds to tell you about where we are in the episode. So those are your options. And of course, if you have your own copy, that's preferable. You can watch it on your TV or on DVD player or whatever you've got. You can watch it on Netflix, on Amazon Prime Video, on Hulu, or CBS All Access, or any other site that might have the episodes on it. So you got a ton of options. And once I start watching the episode, if you want my attention, make sure you use @BirdoPrey5. Otherwise, I probably will not get a chance to read your comment. But if you do @BirdoPrey5, I will do my very best to read them. Jeff Franklin says, tune in Friday to know my views. Very good, Jeff. Not giving anything away. I like it. Rock Solid says, you missed my above comment then. That is certainly possible. Set chat to live. What else did Rock Solid say? Rock Solid. I've scrolled through and I don't see a missed comment. So please type it in again. I know I've had comments I've put in that have been rejected by YouTube just for using the word Qapla sometimes. Sometimes they don't like that word. It's ridiculous. The only thing I see is set chat to live from you, Rock Solid. So please put it in again if you think I've missed it. Robert Rose Jr. says, the Weeping Angels are my favorite Doctor Who villains. Interesting. Shronmore says, greetings to Birdo Prey, Mama Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Shronmore. Jeff Franklin is still sad, but Jeff, you're gonna have a big thing this Friday. You should be getting excited. Shronmore says, and greetings to Sassy, chaser of Andorians, eater of Pakled, stalker of Klingons, defiler of Vulcans, and the scourge of Cardassia. Oh, poor Sassy. And happy Beagle Day. Aroo! Yes, it's National Beagle Day. If you Google it, National Beagle Day. I didn't believe it. I had to look for myself. I thought it was just some idiot on Twitter trying to start a hashtag. No, it's legit. Joseph says, your streams go faster than Netflix, so I will be in your room. Well, that's sad. Stromore says, can't stay long, Birdo Prey, just dropping by to give the stream like. Thank you so much, Stromore. Mike Richards says to Jeff Franklin to hang in there, indeed. And Jeff says, Joseph, Birdo Prey does that. I don't do it on purpose. I don't know why it goes faster. Qapla, Jeff Franklin, Qapla. Yeah, Qapla. Joseph says, Jeff lol, he wants to be quickly with the stream. No, I mean, sometimes I do, yes, but not all the time. Adega Outlaw says, hail again, Birdo Prey, Qapla, Adega. Hello again. Earlier today, we were on Captain Trek's stream. Captain Trek had me. He had Loki. He had Rambling Canuck. He had Ensign Ricky. He had Trey from Axonar Comics. He had a pretty full stream. He had more people. Some were coming in, coming out. Yeah, it was a good stream. It was a good stream. Rockstar and Birdo Prey. I had said I donated and support even though I'm a dick according to some. Rockstar, you see YouTube didn't show that comment. Probably because of the dick word. But thank you so much, Rockstar. It's greatly appreciated. Jeff Franklin says not National Beagle Bites Day. Beagle Day. National Beagle Day. And LDG can't find his socks. Well, Sazzy, did you visit LDG in the middle of the night and take his socks? No comment. No comment. Well, you can't assume that's guilt. That's the Beagle Fifth Amendment. You can't assume their silence as guilt. So, Jeff Fraglitz has confirmed Bird wants us gone as quickly as possible. Not true. Adega says hello to Sci-Fi Nation. Joseph says I was there as well in the stream. That's right. Yes, Joseph was there as well. Sorry about that, Joseph. Of course, I like you, Joseph.
Oh,
yes.
ask Joseph.
Mama Pray saying, ask Joseph.
If we're going to plan a dual birthday stream for Sassy and Sisko.
Mama Pray wants to know, Joseph, if we're going to plan a dual birthday stream on May 1st for Sassy and your dog, your beagle. She couldn't remember the name, but remembered the birthday. I guess you'll let me know, Joseph. Sci-Fi Nations is not true, Jeff Franklin, because Bird of Prey doesn't kick people out of Karoga like Anti-Trekker does over Turtistan. That's true. Thomas Potts is rock solid. At least the old man uses your name and not etc. That is true. That is true. Wait, when's Rock Solid's birthday? I don't have him on my list for this week. Is your birthday this week, Rock Solid? Was your birthday already? Oh, man. Sci-Fi Nation says he's doing good to Adega. Now I'm worried. Rock Solid, was it your birthday recently? Is it about to be? I don't know. We'll see. Joseph says it's Connie. It is Connie. Oh, the dog's name is Connie. Well, now I won't forget. Like the starship. Connie. I can show her on the stream if she is willing to come on camera. She does not like the media attention, but we will celebrate. And Roxanne says, Bird of Prey, I don't celebrate birthdays. Seriously. Too much bad happened on or around it. Okay, but even if you don't celebrate it, it's your birthday this week. But I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so I guess get ready to watch the episode. If you got your own version, get ready to hit play in a few seconds. I'm going to count down. Okay, Rockside said no, his birthday was several months ago. Gotcha. So we're going to hit play. Oh, I've got to turn off. I'm going to turn off the system speaker so that you guys don't hear the music from the episode. That would be a problem. Dr. Scotty says, Bird of Prey, hope weather is much better today. We don't need emergency calls during your reading. Well, it's blue skies and 70, well, not 70 degrees. Blue skies and about 60 degrees, I guess. 50 something. The tulips came in beautiful. Tulips, Mama Prey and Sisko Prey planted around my tree in front of the house. It's outside looks a lot nicer than it feels, but it's a beautiful day indeed. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be Sassy's neighbor? No. Poor Sassy. Okay, so is the tree white yet? The white came and went, Thomas. The white came and went. It's green now. The leaves are green. I posted a picture of it when it was in full white bloom. It was late March. Late March, it was in full white bloom. In the last couple of weeks, all the white petals blew off in the rain and the wind. There's not a single white petal left on it. It's all bright green, and they're all going to darken up and get bigger over the next couple months. Sunny and 57 in Columbus. Very cool. Thomas says, son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Thomas. I did show a picture of it at some point. It wasn't the best year, I'll be honest. Because the weather wasn't good for several days in a row. Like the day it started sprouting, the next day there was rain and some wind. So he lost quite a few white petals early on. It just never fully recovered. Don't get me wrong, it was a beautiful tree to look at. But compared to blooms in the past, especially blooms where you get a week or two of sunny days without any rain or substantial wind, the tree gets even thicker coating of these white petals. So, only 36 years of Sci-Fi Nation. Don't get mid-50s until Friday. Oh, that sucks. We're looking at 60-something come Friday, but that's because we're near the ocean. The ocean, yes. Very cool. Okay, so, get ready. Queue up your DVD player or Blu-ray, whatever you've got. I guess there's no Blu-rays of Deep Space Nine yet, unfortunately. But your Netflix or whatever. And we're going to hit play. Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to fall asleep during this stream. I'm not. But we're going to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. And we got an opening shot of the station. And Jake is serving dinner. So Sisko, set up his quarters as a kitchen? So Sisko is talking to Odo about how to cook. And Odo says he's fascinated by humanoid need to eat, even though he doesn't require eating. Odo's moving the bowl instead of the whisk. So we get our first information that he learned all this at his father's restaurant in New Orleans. Bashir is hesitant. To eat beets. He says beets are a very misunderstood vegetable. And now Jadzia comes on, moseying in. Well, why were you spending 6 hours working the pylons? That sounds like a job for O'Brien. Oh, wow. Okay, so Bashir says he hopes you like beets, and Jadzia says she loves them. And we got a little moment here between Kira and Odo. She thinks he looks cute. I don't know what Dax just pulled off the wall. A tablet. Oh, it's an instrument. None of Dax's hosts had any musical ability. Said you would have think one of them would have been born, but she seems to be able to play just fine. In fact, she's playing damn good. She tells everybody to shut up. No, she says quiet. She doesn't understand why she can play. Dr. Bashir only said it was lovely. She's gonna be mad at herself. Happy Beard says, sleepy bird. It's nap time for bird of prey. Mike Richards has them all on VHS. Very cool. Kira says probably something from her childhood. She'll think of it. She doesn't know the name of the composition either. And cue the credits. I'm going to be honest. From what I remember of this episode, it's grade A filler. I don't recall this having any lasting repercussions on the series, on Star Trek canon as a whole. I mean, it somewhat cements what the Trills are supposed to be, considering when we saw them on the Next Generation aboard the Enterprise, they were willing to put the Trill into Riker, of all people, because the other initiate was still several days away. So they put the Trill into Riker, who's a human, who's not even Trill. It shouldn't even be possible. But what we've been hearing all season is this lie that you have to pass all these tests to be able to get a symbiont, because they only have enough for like 0.1% of the population. But it turns out almost everybody could physically be joined. It's just a way from keeping the stupid people away from the long-lasting livelihood ability, which I would argue is none of the Federation's business. It's either an internal matter that the Federation can handle on its own, or the Trills can handle on its own, or or it's just a Trill matter, which should just report to Starfleet what they decided, not actually take them on their word. So, Dax is, Bashir. Sisko is telling Dax that her humming is disturbing as they play chess. She guessed she can't get it out of her mind. Bashir, Sisko says try. Number one sci-fi is Bird of Prey. You don't exactly sound too excited about this episode. You're pretty monotone in your voice. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I apologize. Indie Tiger is here. Hello, Indie Tiger. Yeah, Anti-Tracker kept me up late. Mike Richards says, happy birdsy, sleepy birdsy, little eggy poo. Tu menino, tu my Dios, duerme pedazo de mi corazón. Of my heart? Is that faith of the heart? I don't know. Joseph says, aren't you supposed to be humming? Son of a bitch. Maybe I'll hum the ending credits. Sci-Fi says, in Trills and TNG look nothing like DS9 Trills. This is true. They completely changed the Trill aesthetic for the best. Now, Dax just had a very out of character moment with Sisko. She got angry at him. Apparently, Kira just saw Dax sitting here. That Sisko was concerned about what happened. She's saying she thinks Sisko tried to cheat him. Kira says you couldn't really believe he tried to cheat you, and then Kira says that Dax says to Kira You can't believe, you don't really believe that. Oh, so Kira tells her to leave, or Dax says she's going to leave, and Kira puts her hands on Dax, and Dax says, "Get your dirty hands off me, you damn dirty ape." And Kira takes her hands off of her, because she realized she's been Me Too'd. Is Bird sleep talking yet? Pretty close, Epic. Pretty close. Rock Solid says, "I need to run, but have fun. I'll take care, Rock Solid. If you're back later, let me know, and I will look into doing some Dear Bops." Number one sci-fi is Bird of Prey. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little Bird of Prey 5. No, I will be awake. Oh, and now Jadzia sees a strange man in a Momo mask. Okay, no, it's not a Momo mask. It's just a mask. He's looking down, and now he's right in front of her. Oh, he takes off one mask, and there's another mask behind it. And she turns around, and there's another guy with the mask. Or is it the same guy? Yeah, he took off the mask, and there's another mask. And now Quark comes in. Uh-oh, what's the matter, Mo Frey? Yeah. Right.
I cut them, and all around the yellow is green. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
I don't think it.
Mama Pray hard boiled some eggs, and the yolks are kind of greenish.
The whole, I'm not using it.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh well.
They're not eggplant best.
The cheap eggs. So in the meantime, the house now smells of hard-boiled eggs, and we don't even get to eat them later. No, it's okay. Number one is Bird of Prey. Go to sleep. Go. I read that. Dax is not trying to put me to sleep. Actress says that's a lot of Doomcocks. Dr. Scotty says green eggs and ham rock. Joseph says it's no problem with the eggs. Sleep streams, says Captain Trek. Green yolk spam. I don't know. Mama Prey's boiled a lot of eggs. Very rarely does she get green yolks. It's the first time. Indie Tiger says he thinks the green yolks means the eggs are old. They were well within their date.
But with this going on, who knows?
Yeah, but Mama Prey doesn't trust any food now.
I swear that sell anything.
Isoboramine levels.
Organic Valley, organic free range,
So Bashir is saying that if this level drops below 40%, they remove the symbiont and the host is sacrificed. Now they fall into 73% of normal, but they have no idea what's causing it, which is upsetting. There's no tissue damage, no synaptic degradation. And she says, is she in danger of rejecting the symbiont? And he says, I wouldn't worry about rejection just yet. There's things they can do. But he suggests they take her back to Trill Homeworld and have the doctors at the Symbiosis Committee take a look. And Sisko goes over to Dax and says Curzon always says he wanted to show him the Trill Homeworld. So it looks like he's going to get that. And why not send our brand new warship, the Defiant, to the Trill Homeworld? That's 37 hours to get there on the Defiant. He's saying it's been over 4 years since Curzon died. He still misses him. Joseph says it's just a chemical reaction of iron in the yolk and sulfur in the white. It's just a chemical reaction of iron in the yolk and sulfur in the white. I don't know. Sign by Nathan says just make the egg salad with them, vertebrae. You won't even notice the color. That's what she was trying to make. But it just, I don't know. Turned her off of it, so she's never going to eat it anyway. Joe Lau says yolk center is light yellow. That's what it should be. Actresses, and those are the Englishmen that boil them on tea, and you grab them, you get them green. Wow. Indie Tiger says 15 minutes isn't time enough to hard boil an egg. She could do more, but then we'd lose another half dozen. Robert Rose Jr. says, yes, really, wouldn't a runabout be more practical? Yeah. This seems like something that should have been... Oh, we got Dax out of uniform. And Bashir. They're in their civilian or off-duty clothing. So Dax doesn't like it because of all the tests they put her through. Bashir says, well, considering how, how important it is for the symbiont to be matched to the host, that if it's not matched perfectly, that the symbiont would be rejected within a matter of days. So she's going there as a patient, though. That's much worse, she says. That's not what she ever intended to do. She's always been afraid of doctors. And he says he was terrified of doctors when he was younger. Captain Trax says, bird of prey, they are safe to eat. Well, it's too late now. Number one, sci-fi bird of prey, can we have a Mama Prey story, please? Maybe after the episode's over. I don't know. I'll ask her. If she can think of something, we can do a Mama Prey story. You can hear the story about the green eggs. Oh, she's touching Bashir. She's flirting. Oh, she's more than welcome to stay the night. She can have the top bunk. Oh, of course he doesn't mind. She wants the lower bunk. Curzon fell out of a tree once. I don't understand. Why does everybody always go after the top bunk? The bottom bunk, because you have more protection. Or Bashir. There's no room if Dax wanted to come over. Is that light too bright for her? She's already asleep. She's like Sassy. It doesn't count as sleeping with Dax, Bashir. It doesn't count. It's number... Yeah, I read that. So... She's talking about all the tests they were doing on her. They had to make an incision where they could insert the scanner. I guess it was a pretty evasive test. Dr. Reynolds. Everybody's excited. She's the only initiate to ever successfully reapply after being dropped. Dr. Bashir, Commander Sisko. Our isobormine levels are low. There's a 3% improvement. They want to see her back there tomorrow for a follow-up and for lunch. And she says the worst line anybody can say in a movie or a TV show. I'd like that. It makes you feel so weak. Such a beta thing to say. Ozzy NF says, hello, Bird of Prey. I see you survived the storm and Anti-Trigger's 8-hour stream. Well, I think I was like 3 hours, maybe 4 into Anti-Trigger's stream. Number one sci-fi, the Bird of Prey. You take the top bunk to spit on the bottom bunk person and harass them. Well, you see, that doesn't fly in Karoga, so I see. No, I think I'm fine with the bottom bunk, and if they piss me off, I can always kick up. Well, I mean, assuming I could walk or get into a bunk bed, I could always kick my legs up and, harass them. So Jadzia sees the masked person again. And some Trill goons take Jadzia, kicking and screaming. Oh, they're not Trill goons. It's Dr. Bashir. She was about to kill him. She has no idea where she is. Her Ernest Borgnine levels are low. I don't think it was Ernest Borgnine levels. Darth Maul. Indie Tiger says the isobormine levels are low in the eggs. Interesting. So they're calling it hallucination. She said the people who attacked her were from the Symbiosis Commission. She said that the anxiety could be from her working there, the work she did there she didn't like, and she had bad memories of being there, but she said they had modern uniforms. But this Trill says that they're on the right track. Yes, Mama Pray? Yes. We're gonna hide the camera for a minute. Give me a second, Mama Pray. Bashir says she should do therapy. Okay, the camera's off, Mama Pray. She says maybe the Guardians can help her. The Guardians take care of the symbionts. Okay. No problem. Camera's back on. So this is the pools of Trill. This is where the symbionts breed. Interconnecting pools throughout the caves. They stretch for kilometers. There's 2 of them surfacing now. They're in love. The symbionts communicate with each other through energy discharge. And I assume this guy's testing the water. So that's one of the Guardians. They're not used to visitors. They may seem distracted. So Bashir goes up and says, "Can I ask what you're doing?" Guy says yes, and then goes back to work. And then Bashir says, well, what are you doing? Says he's checking that they're happy. All their, all the ingredients in the water. Says they become cranky if everything's not to their liking. Says the symbionts can be very cranky. Sometimes he doesn't know what he's put up with it. The guy asks Bashir, what's the weather out? And he says, Bashir says, oh, it's warm and sunny. And the guy's like, oh, I miss sunshine. And now he recognizes Jadzia Dax. He says, you're Dax. She says, yes, and she's Jadzia. He's like, so something's wrong. So he's going to touch the symbiont. What's he making? Is he making psychic contact with the symbiont? He says, how bad are the dreams? She says, they're not dreams, they're hallucinations. He says, actually, they're memories. She's like, then why don't I remember them? He says, the balance is off. Somebody's not playing fair. It's anti-tracker. He says, it's not Dax, it could be one of the hosts. So she goes with him to see what they can find. So Sisko asks Dax how'd it go, and he says that the guy's sure it has to do with one of her hosts, but she's not sure which one. She's supposed to go back the next day. So Sisko tracked down that piece of music that she played. She wants up this picture of him. She's looking if she recognizes the picture. She does, apparently. She's in a room. There's a robot. No, it's a masked woman. Carrying a knife. She kills the scientist in the room. And he says, he left me no choice. She says, who are you? And she chases him. He chases her. She can't take the face off. And then she sees the face for 10 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. And she's having some kind of panic attack. Neural shock. So now the lady is saying we have to stabilize her synaptic functions. Her isoflurane levels are down to 51%. Saying really tissue damage is the only way to get that. She doesn't understand. She wants to see the Dax's reports. So the lady is not ready to rule anything out. But if Jadzia doesn't get better soon, they will have to remove the symbiont. And Jadzia will be the first one to tell you that the primary reason is to kill. So he goes to the he goes back to the guy in the mines, the Kurdistani mines. So he calls them the Symbiont Commission. So he says there's nothing he can do. Bashir says, how do you know if you don't try? Maybe the fact that you check off a very clear box for $17,500 or send it back to the United States government. Either one is your choice, but one is smart and one is not. So this is where Sisko finally realizes there might be something to hide. Jadzia lost consciousness the moment she saw Bellar's picture. It almost sounds like Jadzia was programmed like an organic synth. So he entered the Trill system database. Piano Dean says, hello, Brendan. Glad I can enjoy the stream in real time. Whoops. Hey, sorry everyone. That was a completely mistaken chat. Got two tabs open, going between the streams. Understood, Piano Dean. I've done that myself. He says, look at the dates. This has to be more than a coincidence, says Bashir. He says, check all records of all the attendance records of all the artistic studios of his lifetime. So check the central database, see if FC is still alive. He wants to access the Trill communications grid. They got a comm link. He says, Josh, can I help you? What would a Starfleet officer want with this poor man? He's looking for information on a specific man. It was his brother. Oh, problem solved. That doesn't make any sense. That is, according to his bank, he was overdrawn for 2 years. And the guy who should have a yardstick says this doesn't make sense anymore. Ooh. Yep, that was... I dozed. He was a candidate for joining. But not according to the Symbiosis Committee. He was dropped from the program after his second year. Of course, the car is still only 1 year old. It's funny how that works. Maybe not funny, but something. It's something. His brother talked to him more different, more confident. They're trying to figure out which symbiont the guy stole for 6 months. This guy's brother took it. Why not just see what batteries are in there and replace them? That would be a time saver. Wow. I wonder how bad that looks on screen. So, Sisko says, what if Dax was given another host before Tasan? Doesn't matter. I don't usually attack those countries. Well, she's bringing a new surge, and they're going to be beginning the surgery in 15 minutes. She says, how dare he comes in there? She says, when you're out there, tell the surgeon to stand by. She says, the symbiont's in danger. He resents and he resents having his friend die, just so she can watch it. He says the thought of coming out with this secret terrifies him. So he's only going to know that he can do it as a last resort situation. The Symbiosis Center altered the records, just like they tried to use as fake march on Facebook. I could go for some Elios right now. Can you, Sassy? Sassy's not here. So, Sisko is saying, oh yeah, you definitely got some sleep talking there. And this is where Sisko figures it all out. And now Miles is in on it too. So Bashir says, what if a symbiont was given to a unscreened host? She says, that doesn't happen, but that's clear Turtistan. And Bashir's like, but what happens if it does happen? She says that 3, maybe 4 days, it's it, and then it takes over your system. So, according to Dr. Bashir, this guy was put in the Dax symbiont and put in this random dude for 6 months. Wow. Canada Cat says, hail Karoga, and this is how you do live streams. Captain Cat, thank you so much, but this is a piss poor live stream of mine, Captain Cat. I can barely stay awake. I am so sorry, guys. I promise you, if she dies, the entire planet knows the secret. Here is Sisko putting an entire planet's well-being at risk. It's like it would be chaos. There aren't enough symbionts for that many hosts. Thank you. Oh, we got a nice eyebrow Dax. The symbionts would be fought over as prizes. She says nearly half the population could be suitable for having a symbiont. That's what they learned. She's like, now do you understand why you must not reveal the truth? And he says, do you understand my terms? That Dax has to live. So Duran's memories have to be allowed to surface along with her other minds. And she says it could be very dangerous. Like what? More dangerous than her dying in 4 days, tops? Yes. Of course he's willing to risk it. If she's going to die regardless, he will risk it. What's so hard to get on? Actor says, Captain Cat, we are sleeping here. Joe Lau lolls. Can't guess this. Has he fell asleep yet? Almost, Joe. Yeah, almost, Captain Cat. Almost. Pretty close. Oh, so Jadzia's awake. And Bashir says, we have a lot to talk about. You have a decision to make. Oh, now she's in her white. She looks like a Mormon going to their Mormon temple ritual that I've only heard about and never witnessed in person, but they dress all in white, and I think they go into like a hot tub at the temple. I don't know. You're not Mormon, you're not allowed to go in, but I imagine it's something like this. Oh yeah, baby. Get into that water. That's what we're talking about. Now come up a little bit. Symbiont's talking directly to Dax. Symbiont. They're like, you've what? Oh, he was under the water the entire time. So now Trills can carry. Oh no, Duran, that's the guy who had the bad symbiont, who had the symbiont for 6 months. She's welcoming him as part of her. Oh, he's getting very close. He's getting very close. Why are you putting him into your bosom? She welcomed him in as part of her. And now it's all good. Joseph has just finished the episode and get some rest, eat some green eggs, and get some sleep. I'm also tired. Well, Joseph, if I nap, I'm going to nap, but I'm going to be back for Rambling Canucks 9 p.m. stream. 9 p.m. Eastern stream. Jadzia Bird of Prey. This is the episode where Dax finds out she has a missing host. Yes. This is the episode that finds out she had a whole other host. Granted, only 6 months, but a whole other host. And Kevin Cat's Bird of Prey, don't worry, your sleeping is better than live streamed than Anti-Tracker. Oh, Anti-Tracker. Listen, Anti-Tracker wants to stream games for 8 hours. Anti-Tracker can stream games for 8 hours. And he still had more people there than I have now. But it's fine. It's not a number. It's not a competition. I feel so bad that I was so tired. I knew I was tired when I started this. I didn't realize how tired. So everything went well. They used their secret to get Dax better. And so Dax doesn't die. And now they all know that anybody can take a Trill symbiont, basically. But they're never going to tell anyone. And Dax is going to practice. And she's now happy that, hey, she had a host who played the piano. So now she's a piano player. Good for her. Good for her. Sci-Fi says maybe a filler episode, but it was great for character development of Dax. It was. It was definitely a filler episode. But as filler episodes go, it wasn't a bad episode. It was a decent episode. We learned a lot more about Dax, and we learned almost everything we know about Trill society, and symbionts. Where do they come from? What do symbionts do when they're not in a Trill? And we even got to the math behind how many symbionts there are and what percentage of Trills could have a symbiont, and that over 50% of the Trills would be able to carry a symbiont, but there's only a fraction of a percent of symbionts actually available. So it was a very good episode in terms of teaching us some of the basics of Deep Space Nine. You know, this episode didn't take place on the station. This episode they went out in the shuttle, in the Defiant, and they left the station. This wasn't, and maybe it's not where no one has gone before. I mean, clearly the Trills are a Federation planet, so there must have been many people who go there for whatever reason. But yeah, it's interesting. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, speaking of White Gown, that's a horror film called Midsummer. All the women wear such gown. It's not a very good movie either. Well, I'll never see it, Darth Maul, since I don't watch horror films. Dr. Scotty says, Bird of Prey, I heard that Starbucks delivers if you need a double espresso. Dr. Scotty, I don't drink coffee. It's not that I don't drink caffeine. I'll take my caffeine through Coca-Cola or some other sources, iced tea or something. I'll take my caffeine that way. I don't have anything against caffeine, but I hate coffee. I hate hot beverages in general. So I don't like hot tea. I don't like hot coffee. And no, I don't think I'd ever have an espresso, let alone a double espresso. Joseph says, we will meet this evil symbiont again. Yes, although it's not the symbiont that's evil, it's just this host. Hector says, Darth Maul, a divisive movie. That critical drinker hated it, and some people loved it. Which was, the horror movie Midsummer. Okay. Yosef says, Humbird, hum off. Shit. Okay. You know what, Yosef, for you, I'm going to restart it. We're going to go back to the opening credits, and I will hum them. I will hum them. So if you're still in the Bird of Prey 5 screening room, you will hear and see the credits again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Into the wormhole it went. There you go, Yosef. Just for you. Just for you. Humbug. No, I get it. Mr. Lundell says, after watching this episode, you dare to question my dislike of STD and Picard. I don't question anybody's dislike of STD and Picard. Agnes' Bird of Prey, your copy was again faster than Netflix. I gave up trying to see the original chapter. And I am so sorry, Hector. I remember we were having this problem, and then I changed back to my old version, and it seemed to be working okay for a little bit. And now it's having a problem. And Captain Cat donated $2 through Super Chat. Since when did Kuroger allow French doofies in chat? Sci-Fi Nation is always welcome here in chat, as is French Canadians of any types. Darth Maul says, Hector, I haven't seen it, but that's what I hear. Sci-Fi Nation Bird of Prey, spoiler alert, we learn later on that those numbers are fudge. There's more slugs than Trill. What? More slugs than Trill? How could that ever be possible? Sobs Borg says they make scenes. They make out scene rocks all of track. The makeout scene rocks all of track. That is true. Josh Reed says, wasn't it one slug for every 50,000 trills? Something like that. The Continuum is here. Says, what's up, Trickers? What's up, the Continuum? Good to see you. Guys, if you thought you were subscribed to the Continuum, but you haven't subscribed in the last couple of weeks, you have to resubscribe. He deleted one account and then recreated a new one, which means if you were subscribed to him 2 weeks ago, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, or before, and you're like, oh, I'm still subscribed. No, you are not. You have to click on his name, or actually you can't click on his name. Just go to YouTube and put in the Continuum, and you can get to his channel, and you can subscribe to him. Again, for the very first time. Indie Tiger says, but not good for Piano Dean. Dax is more competition for him now that he plays piano. That is true. That is true. Robert Rose Jr. says, probably why the Defiant was even used as Sisko does like cruising around in his pimp hand after all. That's true. Sisko loves to take out the Defiant. Joe Lau says, magic sauce. Josh reads his bird singing, thumbs down. Aw. Aru! Yes, Mike Richards, Aru. National Beagle Day today. Sci-Fi Nation Bird of Prey lies. I don't hear the tune again. I sang the tune. I don't know what you mean you didn't hear the tune. Epic Beard is praying for death. Wow. Dr. Scotty, it says awesome sauce as well. I'm glad you guys liked it. Epic Beard says, or mute. Continuum lulls. Darth Maul says, do. You know, I had DJ Odyssey doing a do when his stream started today. John DeWaco says, that's all for the original Songbird. Yes, it is. Darth Maul goes, do. Sci-Fi Nation says, do devil. Do devil. Is that Anti-Trekker, the do devil? Continuum says, bird singing for his supper. Dr. Scotty says, do run. I don't know what run is. Darth Maul says, Mountain Dew. Captain Cat Super Chat. Where are we? Sci-Fi Nation says, Captain Cat, that, so Bird of Prey gets Super Chats from you. Interesting. Captain Cat lulls. Joseph says, I did not know you were singing. it would think it was the orchestra. If I didn't know you were singing, I would think it was the orchestra playing. Well, thank you, Joseph. Even if you're lying, I'm still flattered. Captain Cat is in love with Sci-Fi Nation. Not going to ask any questions. Hello, Ozzy NF Qapla. And Captain Cat says, to be honest, I still don't have a clue what French Newfies are. They're people who sound a lot like Sci-Fi Nation, from the best I can tell, but they're in Newfoundland, Canada. But they came from a French part of Canada, so they probably speak French. Like if you go up to them and say, you need some maple syrup, hey, they'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But if you go up to them and say, oi, you need some maple syrup, oui? They say, oui. And then they'll take the maple syrup. And they'll drink the maple syrup. And then they'll cut up a little piece of chocolate and a little bigger piece of cheese. And they'll eat that. And they'll go, oh, so awesome. French food. French cuisine. I don't know. Actor says Joseph made an appointment with the ornithologist. John Street says it is safe to unmute. Of course it's safe to unmute. LDG Pixel says who? Oh. John DeMarco says catch you all late. Take care, John DeMarco. Yeah, I am going to be ending the stream because I do have to nap before rambling comes on. Continuum says, hey, Captain Cat. Good. Bird of Prey, I appreciate you. You're welcome to Continuum. Captain Cat says, John. Actor says goodbye to DeMarco. And John Street says, Captain Trek, a French Newfie is a mean joke about French Canadians. That's not nice. Dr. Alex says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, you liked the cat video. I did. Dr. Alex put out a video of his friend and her cat. And why they take so long to make videos. It's a good video. You guys should check it out. Captain Cat says, I'll sub to you in a minute to continue on. Very cool. Captain Cat says, hello to Epic Beard. And Joseph to the Continuum channel. Thank you, Joseph, for putting in the Continuum's link. Sci-Fi the Bird of Prey doesn't replay in the video viewing room like you said it would. It should have. You should have seen it. That's weird. Well, at least you got to hear it. Continuum says, see you later. Take care, Continuum. Epic says, remember to unsub to DJ. No, don't unsub to DJ. And Sci-Fi is resubbed to the Continuum. Very cool. Very, very cool. Dr. Alex says he's already subbed. Very cool. Joe Lau says, do. Yes. Captain Track says, why you create the new account, the Continuum? It's a good question, but I don't know the details. Actor says, Canadian bird attacks again. Sci-Fi Nature Bird of Prey. It was do. The Karoga National Anthem is the best anthem. Actor says, one epic, the epic beard until what? Continuum says, I hated my old content, so I'm starting over. Plus, all my videos had a logo of my previous sponsor, TrekSphere, which I had to remove, so it made sense. I'm sorry to hear that. Robert Rose Jr. says, Dudley Drew Wright was my first exposure to Canada and its culture. Lol. What was my favorite? Oh, Canadian Bacon. You know, I gotta put that movie on the movie list. Maybe for the week after next week's after that. For the next poll, I'm gonna put Canadian Bacon on there. They're like, we've got to go to the capital. They're being held in the capital. And John K's like, okay, off to Toronto. He's like, Toronto's not the capital. Like, what's the capital? Ottawa. Like, Ottawa? Who's ever heard of Ottawa? Oh, some good old-fashioned American exceptionalism taking over Canada. Who is Trek Sphere? Says Captain Katz. Not important. Another YouTube channel. Big. Josh Street says hi to Sci-Fi Nation, one of the most English Frenchmen and Picard's ancestor. Hail Karoga, says Carlo. Hail Karoga indeed. And Joseph is feeling like a bike, too tired. Good night, folks. Good night, Joseph. I, too, am feeling tired. So, Qapla all. We're going to call it an early one here. We will end, however, on animated Dax. How about adding Debbie Does Dallas to your list? Lol, says Continuum. No, Continuum, I don't think so. Even though it's supposedly public domain, I just don't think I could effectively review such a thing. Just, you know, I don't think it would work out well. It would not end well. Farewell from Columbus, Ohio, Mike Richards. And we're going to end on, I turned back on the sound, yes. We will end on this Dax performance, animated. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation.